Hi there, I'm Chris Campbell, Head of Tax for Tax Practice and Owner Managed Business Taxes here at ICAS, and I'd like to make you aware of some Land and Buildings Transaction Tax, or LBTT, changes that are taking place in Scotland from 1st April 2024. Although these changes will interest the legal profession who deal with LBTT returns, they may also affect broader tax planning considerations, particularly with owner managed businesses. As such, they'll be relevant to accountants and tax practitioners, particularly those who are advising their clients on their business structure and wider tax planning. The key changes relate to the Additional Dwelling Supplement, or ADS, which has been charged on residential property transactions in Scotland from 1st April 2016, where the consideration exceeds £40,000. ADS applies typically to second homes or buy-to-let purchases, but the scope of the charge is broader than that and is based on whether the purchaser owns another residential property at the end of the day of the purchase of the residence. From April 2024, there's a change to the period in which an ADS refund can be claimed from Revenue Scotland on the replacement of a main residence. At the moment, this can only be done where the former main residence is sold within 18 months of the purchase of the new main residence. This was extended to 36 months during the COVID-19 pandemic, but since March 2020, the qualifying period then returned to 18 months, which is at odds with the rest of the UK. But from 1st April this year, Scotland will be aligned with the rest of the UK, and there will be a 36-month period allowed between the purchase of the new main residence and the sale of the former main residence for the purposes of claiming a refund of ADS. There's further good news for property buyers who have to pay ADS because of the single economic unit rules. These take account of properties owned by a buyer's spouse or civil partner, cohabitee, as well as an individual under 16 who is a child of the buyer's spouse, civil partner, or cohabitee. At the moment, the properties owned by such connected parties can give rise to an ADS liability, but without the ability to claim a refund when the ownership of a main residence is different. From April this year, these connected parties will be taken into account for the purposes of both the purchase of the new main residence as well as the sale of the old main residence. There are also other LBTT changes, and we have an article on icas.com which explores these changes in more detail. As ever, we welcome your views, which help us inform our work and consultations or other tax-related matters. You can get in touch with us by emailing tax@icas.com. We'd be very pleased to hear from you.